In late March 2018, Sheff G goes live from a hospital sporting what looks like a nasty head injury.
Tune into this. Play disrespect today. Play disrespect. Look. Play disrespect today. Play disrespect today. This is too much. This is too much now.
Despite Sheff G's good-natured demeanour, he had been stabbed in the head. He required staples in the wound and they had to cut off his braids. Sheff would go on to downplay his injury in a Mel's TV interview.
So why the video made it look like you had a big slash on your face or something, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's true, the blood leaked down, you feel me?
Right, so you gotta let the people know yourself and shit.
Yeah, but that's regular happen like on a daily, like.
Yeah, street
like,
shit.
This was like, that was fun to me, really out here. That was fun to me. I'm laughing on the live, I'm like, yo, for me, niggas cut me, that's.
He also downplayed it in a Vlad interview.
I got cut in my head.
Oh, so someone went up behind you and actually cut you in the head.
I got cut from the back of my head.
And in a This Is 50 interview.
I got cut, I ain't get stabbed.
Okay.
I got cut,
Same
like
thing.
a slice. No, it's not the same. Stabbing is somebody juke you feel me?
Okay.
A slice is like, you feel me?
Now, with this super tough guy act, it's no surprise that people were commenting things like, when Sheff G got stabbed, the knife got rushed to hospital and put in a coma. But the reality is, this was a pretty nasty and violent altercation that most likely was a direct result of the attention that Sheff was bringing to himself through this musical beef. Now, in that This Is 50 interview that occurred sometime after this interview, Sheff G actually did break down some of the circumstances that led to this altercation, explaining that he'd been caught lacking by the ops when he'd gone to check in at probation.
For me, I was at probation. In Brooklyn, they put everybody on probation at the same building. Feel me? So you won't run into everybody in Brooklyn, whoever got probation that same day. I was in front of the building and I got into an altercation, got into a fight. Feel me? But I didn't know I got cut until after I seen the blood leaking, you feel me? That's how I know I got cut.
Also, for the record, this interview contained a bizarre moment where Sheff G was asked about his cane.
I see you got a cane now.
Nah, this is, you feel me? Everybody from Brooklyn, let me make this clear, y'all.
Please
feel
make
me?
it clear. Help us out.
Everybody from Brooklyn knows what the cane mean in Brooklyn. I ain't gonna explain.
You gonna leave it right there?
Yeah, we gonna leave it right there.
I don't know why that's funny, that's just kind of cool. The Crips, you know, they have canes, because they're like crypt. Pimpin'. They're pimpin'. It's like all the Crips just got together and agreed that they would have a bunch of secret Crip jokes that they would do at interviews. I just love it.
823 million.
Anyway, this isn't definitively proven, but a well-circulated rumor going around online seems to suggest that the person responsible for stabbing Sheff G in the head was none other than Nick Blicky. And Breezy Blicky fueled these rumors further after appearing in a live where he seemed to suggest that the Blickies had taken responsibility for what happened to Sheff.
Well, niggas forgetting that niggas stabbed that fat nigga Sheff in his fucking face. I don't know why niggas forgetting that. Blicky Game made his pussy ass cut his head.
Perhaps because of this incident, or maybe some other unnamed legal repercussions relating to some other shit that went down in the streets after this happened. At a certain point, Sheff G was forced to go quiet both musically and on social media for a period of 6 months. So much like in 2017 when the GDs had lost 22Gs, in 2018 there was a long period where Sheff G was MIA, which the GD Blickies would take advantage of too. So the summer of 2018 was hot for the Blickies both in the streets and musically. 22Gs upped his output, dropping numerous songs and music videos for hard-hitting tracks like Blicky to Blicky and Why, but then in October, Sheff G would return with some very savvy business moves. Sheff decided to drop numerous music videos on British hip-hop platforms that had been supporting the UK drill movement like Press Play. This is one of a few platforms that's kind of like a British UK drill version of Worldstar or Lyrical Lemonade, only with a lot more ballys. Sheff even took this British fan base finesse a step further by doing a collab with a bona fide UK drill artist called Taze. Now to me, this was a very smart business move by Sheff G because it allowed him to very quickly build up a massive international fan base. If 22Gs was the pioneer of importing the UK drill sound from London to New York, then Sheff G was the pioneer of re-exporting that Brooklyn drill sound back to London and building up a massive fan base in the process. Sheff G even said himself that this strategy resulted in him having as big of a fan base in the UK as he had in Brooklyn, and I can attest to that because we fuck with Sheff G here in the UK. In a way, it all seemed as if Sheff G was truly trying to make the best and smartest career moves that he possibly could to ensure that his legit career as a rapper could eventually keep him out of the streets. And the timing of this made a lot of sense because also in October 2018, a prominent leader of Sheff G's 8-Tray Crips was convicted of a murder charge after a big racketeering indictment. Larry Paggett, who was said to have been the leader of the 8-Tray Crips, was said to have opened fire in a busy hookah bar on behalf of the gang, killing his opposition and wounding an innocent bystander in a brazen attack recorded on CCTV and shown to the jury in a trial that explicitly documented the ongoing feud between the 8-Tray Crips and the folk gangs of New York, the GDs. So with the inner details of this feud making its way to federal investigations and courts, the likes of Sheff G would be pretty wise to have their legitimate music industry business handled in order to keep them out the streets if a federal indictment ever comes their way. And perhaps around this same time, 22G's also had the same idea. Because meanwhile, also in October, 22 ended up signing himself a deal with Florida rapper, irresponsible gun owner, and Donald Trump's newest homeboy, Kodak Black, joining his Sniper Gang label for an undisclosed amount.
Blicky. Sniper Blicky, man. Blicky the sniper. Gang. I twirl on y'all ass. Stop playing.
Kodak and Tutu go on to drop their joint track Spin the Block together, and Kodak puts on Tutu in a big way by getting him opportunities to perform bigger and bigger concerts. So all of this is going on while a fresh-faced Fabio Foreign is riding that GDK wave all the way to the top of the rap game too. Fabio dropped songs like TT with Drizzy Giuliano, Gimme Dat with JD, and Noah's Ark with Gino Mondana. But as we get into 2019, it looks like members of each crew are looking to put in work on the street, with the Crips perhaps still looking to settle the score for what happened to Sheff G's head. In January 2019, a car full of moving gang associates are seen spinning the GD block of Ebbets Field on social media.
Fuck Rich Block! This nigga JD. Yo, get in the car, bro. What the fuck is a cab? Fuck the folks! GDK, fuck bro. Niggas not even outside. Hold on. Out of me. Yo, Wally, where y'all at? You heard? I'm out here, you heard? Spin a block. Hold on.
Then later that same month, associates of the Blixkys claim to have had a Crip dashing and showing off footage of them seemingly knocking an op unconscious.
Come on, Sleek. Come on, Sleek. What you doing? And we just knocked your mans out. Mom, let me see your phone. And we just knocked your mans out. Look at your mans. Woozy. Look at him. He can't even get up.
Drop them.
Look, he can't even get up.
Slick with the duck ball.
Look, your mans can't even get up. Your mans can't even get up. Help, I'm falling and I can't get up. Help, I'm falling and I can't get up. Oh. Come on, look at him. He still can't get up. Look at him. Leg on your man. What's poppin'? I'm from the Ville. Stupid, wrong answer.
And for some, the heat in the streets becomes too much. JD ended up on a live with Nas Blicky a year after making Blicky in a box with Fabio Foreign, saying that he's not really GDK and that he's just beefing with Nas Blicky specifically.
Everybody mad if I said that. It's whack. It's boring. I don't want to say that no more. GDK is boring. It's whack.
You can't be, what are you talking about, bro? You GDK, bro. Don't make it seem like on social media you not GDK, that you see a GD nigga, you trying to do it, bro. Don't do none of that, bro. You GDK, stay fucking GDK, nigga. Stay how you fucking is.
But he later backtracks, drops a song saying GDK and dissing Nas Blicky anyway. But outside of social media, eventually the ops collide once again. This time in April 2019, when Sheff G gets confronted in a courthouse by an op recording on Facebook Live, a clip which I can't show you in full due to YouTube's community guidelines, but Sheff basically just beats the guy up on the spot.
Top out, nigga. You heard me. What happened?
Now, after this steaming mess had played out on Facebook Live, Sheff G decided to jump in the back of a cab and react to this hilarious situation in a social media clip that eventually made its way to Mel's TV.
As y'all can see in the video, your boy ran up and got punched up. Him and it was two of them, both of them. Punched both of them. Boop. I didn't even know boy was live. I didn't even know he was live. Punched him out. Are you fucking dumb? Do you know how I am? How you gonna run up and get done up on your own live? Like, big up yourself, cuz. Like, why you ain't punch Sheff G? I didn't get hit not once. I didn't get no hit. I wanted to get mad. You know, you get hit, you get angry. I ain't get, yo, Frost, I told him, I said, yo, come outside so I could rip you in half outside and kidnap one of y'all. I'd probably try to kidnap one of y'all on my life.
And at a certain point, Sheff G got all Miami Zombie on Crip.
Yo, on Crip, look, this on my life. I tried to bite the nigga face off, the first little nigga that had the braids. On Crip, if I had more time, cuz, if I had more time, I would've ripped out of, yo, cuz, I'd probably ate both y'all alive, nigga. No homo, nigga. On the guys, nigga.
Jokes aside though, Sheff G said in this clip that nobody has ever run up on him in the streets of New York and that his ops cannot say the same.
No op ran down on me in the streets of New York City in my whole entire life. Nobody ever shot at me. Nobody ever shot at me. No op ever pulled a gun and shot at me in my life. Never. Y'all cannot say the same. I was chasing them. You never fucking chased me.
Fortunately, as we go into 2019, both the Crips and the GDs on both sides of this battle were able to stay much more focused on the music than on the streets. Perhaps it was partly as a result of increased police activity, but either way you look at it, without a doubt, 2019 was the year that Brooklyn drill exploded into the mainstream music consciousness. And it was at this point that a musical gold rush flooded through the streets of New York, taking anybody with a gang affiliation and a half-decent flow right to the top of the rap game.